everybody, this is Azazel the Basement Dweller here, and welcome to a tier list. Now this is a less conventional tier list. This is a for fun tier list, much more opinion based and much less making the internet pissed based. Not that that's what my tier lists aim to do, but it seems to be the inevitable downside of making tier lists. But anyway, this is another tier list for a game that isn't a fighting game. This is a Binding of Isaac items tier list, because I realized, as much as I love the Binding of Isaac, I actually haven't made a video on it in a little bit, and especially fitting the theme of the channel, it seems like a good time to make, you know, because I've made a bunch of other tier lists, it seems like a good time to make this. So there are a lot of items in Isaac, and when I say that, I mean a lot. So this is going to take a little bit, this is going to be a longer video, but I think it's going to be a pretty fun one. So, with all that in mind, let's get started. We're going to start in the order that they're on in the tier list. Can I, there we go. I'll just zoom it in a little bit. Alright, so, we've got S through D tier and then unused. Unused are items that I should rather say unknown. These are items that I do not know what they do, because as much as I love the Binding of Isaac, I've been trying to keep myself as spoiler-free as possible for Repentance, as little as that's worked, so don't be shocked if I do not know what some of the items do. I do know what a lot of the Tainted Unlocks do, there are just a few specific that I don't. So, you know, keep it easy on me. So anyway, starting with the tier list. These are the order that they're in the in-game item encyclopedia. So, Sad Onion. Sad Onion is like middle of the road. This is the item that most people will see in their first 3 runs of Isaac and be like, wow, a tier's increase from an item room. You know, they'll see this and they'll be like, it's a decent item. It's an okay tiers up with no secondary effects. It's very middle of the road. Stat ups are always good though. Inner Eye, in Repentance at least, is A tier. The universal change to multi-shots in Repentance, or not the universal, the nerf to 2020 was kind of a universal buff to all the other tier multipliers, and this is one of them. Now that 2020 is no longer the definitive king of tier multipliers, now that it reduces your damage, I think Inner Eye, having triple shot is quite good. Spoonbender. Spoonbender is a solid B tier, and homing is incredibly strong, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of items that just give you better homing, like homing but better. Cricket's Head, I mean, this is a non-disputed S tier item. Damage, one of the biggest damage multipliers in the game, fat damage up, and you get the huge eyes when you pick it up. Also, interesting fact, I didn't know this until recently. Did you guys know that Cricket's a cat? This is like a Sphinx cat, I didn't know that. My Reflection, this is a C tier item. Usually avoid this item, but if I get it, I'm not going to be too upset. The whole, once your tiers reach max range, they arc back around, is pretty cool with some items. I do like its synergy with Brimstone, I think it's pretty neat. And with Continuum, it gets a little wacky, I kind of like it. But other than a few, excuse me, throat's a little dry. Other than a few standout synergies, this item is nothing special. Taking a sip of the coffee there. Number one is also down here, but it's better than My Reflection. So people are gonna be like, why are you putting number 1 so low if you put Sad Onion in B tier? Number 1 puts your tiers to the highest they can go without delay, at least from base tiers. So if you have starting tiers, which is 2.73, and you pick up number 1, you will have 5 tier delay, which is awesome, but it also just neuters your range. And as a lot of people will learn, as I learned from a YouTube poll that had to do with Tainted Azazel versus Azazel, people really get their knickers in a twist when it comes to range in this game. As I learned, people said Azazel was worse than Tainted Azazel because his Brimstone beam is short, which I find ridiculous, but apparently range is a bigger factor. I notice it more on tiers characters with tiers. If you have like Brimstone, this is literally just a direct upgrade, but without synergies, this item by itself is kind of bad. The tears up is great, but the range down is neutering. Blood of the Martyr, this is an item that got buffed, and I would say it's a solid B tier item now. It is a health up and a damage up, and that is about it, but previously it was just a damage up. Also, it synergizes with Book of Belial and makes the damage multiplier for Book of Belial objectively better. So you get this item on Judas, that's a free heart, that's 2 red hearts, and a better Book of Belial from Game Start. I think Blood of the Martyr is very good. I think it's a very good item now. Brother Bobby, you will notice a theme on this tier list where a lot of familiars are going to go into D tier. Familiars can be amazing, they're very useful. Brother Bobby is not one of them. He does 3.5 damage, he shoots once every second, and you guys know this shtick. Worst Devil Deal item in the game. This is Skatole. Skatole is actually amazing, especially because they've buffed Skatole. Now all fly enemies are neutral to you, much like having the Lord of the Flies effect, which is quite strong, honestly. I think it's a much better item that people don't really talk about, because you don't see Skatole very often, and I guess that's the big issue with it. This item, you should normally only get it out of arcades, which sucks, because arcades, nobody really plays them. You kind of walk into them to, you know, play like a demon beggar or like a blood donation. But quite a good item. At least I think that's Skatole. I might be wrong. But I'm pretty... No, yeah, that's Skatole, because I'm pretty sure Mulligan is the other one. It's this one. Yeah, Mulligan's the blue one. So, with that in mind, Halo Flies, familiar... as far as familiars, quote-unquote, go, this is probably one of the higher-rated ones. Any orbital is going to be rated pretty high. So this is an orbital that has no damage. You get 2 pretty fly orbitals, which don't do damage but block shots. It's less projectile damage. I mean, there's nothing to complain about there. It's not a bad item. 1-up, this is an A tier item. You almost never see 1-up, but it is... Before Repentance, this was the only way to get resurrected as the character you were playing as without their respective revival item. So obviously, there's only a few revives in the game, other than, like, you know, 9 lives, but this was the only real... Because nobody really, like, 9 lives, you kind of just take it on characters that have low health, you know? So this was one of the only ways to get brought back with the same stats you had as the character you were playing other than 9 lives. Now there's Inner Child, which I would argue is a better 1-up, but that's for later. Magic Mush, this is an S tier item. So, Magic Mush is a little bit of a red herring. It's a little bit of a bait, because it tells you it's an all stats up. It's not. It's a damage... range, health, and speed up, I believe, but it does not increase your tiers, it does not increase your shot speed, and it does not increase your luck. A little bit of a red herring, but I mean, it's objectively better Cricket's Head. There's no way around that. The virus post buff is probably right here. I would say the virus is solid B tier. Now instead of being a speed down, it's actually a speed up. Which, on top of the effect of it, you know, you deal contact damage and poison things, is pretty good. And also with Serpent's Kiss, that's free Blackheart generation, yada yada yada. Roid Rage. Roid Rage is right here. It's right next to the virus. It's another needle. All the needles are going to be rated pretty high because the Spun transformation is ridiculously good. Yeah, I mean, Roid, speed and range, the two unsung stats of the Binding of Isaac. People only care about, you know, like, oh, tears, damage, health. Speed and range are huge. If you've ever had to run with low range or low speed, you know what I'm talking about. The heart is a health up. I am not a fan of red health in the Binding of Isaac. If any of you have watched, you know, the Isaac series, you'll know that. I am not a fan of red health in this game. I think red health sucks. But this is arguably one of the best health ups in the game because it full heals you when you pick it up. And that's all it does. You get 1 full red heart and then it heals you. But in that same breath, raw liver is better because it gives you 3 whole red hearts and heals you. So, I mean, skeleton key is A tier. Getting 99 keys, I mean, that's it. You're set for the run. Same thing with the dollar bill. It's 99 cents is huge. I would say arguably better than the 99 keys. Boom. 10 bombs. This goes down here. You could argue, some people would argue that this item, like having 10 bombs is great because it's better than not having 10 bombs, but you can also just buy bombs or find bombs, or, sometimes you really just don't get bombs, and then this item comes in clutch, but 90% of the time, you do not need this item. So, that sucks. Transcendence, this item, it gives you flight, which automatically makes it good, because flight is probably one of the best things in Isaac, hands down. Repentance nerfed it a little bit with the addition of spike rocks, but all in all, flight is good. Transcendence is probably one of the worst flight items in the game. A, due to rarity, you can only get this item in secret rooms, and B, it is just flight. It has no secondary effects. It is just flight, which, meh. Flight is great, but there are flight items that do this but better. Compass. The compass is an unsung hero. As far as Isaac items go. This item, map knowledge on certain characters is huge, especially on a character like the Lost or the Keeper, where you're so worried about getting hit, you don't really want to waste time going into rooms that don't have anything for you. So the compass is great. Red health ups, I mean, these are all gonna go into C tier. Because health ups are good. I won't argue that health ups are bad, but like, these are just health ups. All the food items are going to go into C tier, unless they have secondary effects. Wooden Spoon is a speed up. This is one of the better items. Like, speed ups are okay. The mom items. Now, for everything I said about what makes Roid Rage good, it's because it gives you 2 stats at once and a transformation piece. The mom items do that too, but they're just range, and the mom transformation fucking stinks. So, the mom items are going to go into D tier. Wire Coat Hanger, as far as stat ups go, you want tiers ups, so, I mean, we can move stat onion down. It's probably like right here. I'd much rather have these items than these, but, as far as boss fight items, the 3 books, the Bible is shockingly good in Repentance because they buffed it, they lowered its cooldown. It's very good now. The Bible, for those who don't know, gives you flight every 3 rooms. However, has a secondary effect where you can one-shot Mom and Mom's heart if you use the Bible in those fights, which is actually, that's a run saver a lot of the time if you don't have the stats for it, and then you can get to like the chest or something. Book of Belial is probably my favorite book in the game, next to Book of Virtues. Book of Belial is a book that gives you a damage up every 3 rooms. It's amazing. I really like it, because it's just free damage. It can save a run. Necronomicon is probably the worst book of these 3. It got buffed too. Now it's every 4 rooms. You get the death card effect. And don't get me wrong, dealing 100 damage to every enemy in a room, that's a room clearing machine. If you get a lot of big rooms, that's huge. That's actually really useful. But in that same breath, the death card isn't always useful. This book is not always useful. Poop. I mean, I would argue that it's better than the mom item still, because petrified poop with the poop is actually a pretty good synergy. Same thing with like Midas's Touch. Mr. Boom. I would argue that this is better than Boom because it's a reusable bomb. I would actually argue that Boom goes pretty far down. It's better than the health ups. Having a reusable Mr. Mega Bomb every, I believe, 2 rooms is actually quite good. So, I'd rate that pretty high. Tammy's Head is probably one of the best active items in the game. Depending on your synergy, this item is a late game run maker. It synergizes with all the best items in the game amazingly, and it can make even mediocre builds start chunking once you get far enough. I think Tammy's Head is great. Mom's Bra, this is mass paralysis, which is actually pretty good. I'd argue that it's probably better than, I'd rather have this than my reflection. Sometimes when you're really low health and you need, when you're really low health and you need to like beat a room, or like you're worried that your dodging skills aren't going to be enough to beat the enemies, this item can come into clutch. Freezing enemies can be pretty huge, which is great. Kamikaze, this item is a game breaker. This is actually an A tier, or a top of B tier, because with certain items, this item wins you game. Like, you just win, hands down, with Kamikaze. On Tainted Forgotten, it's an instant win. Any character with Pyromaniac, it's an instant win. And with bomb synergies, it's also very good with like Mr. Mega or Scatter Bombs or Bomber Boy. Mom said Mass Fear. Fear is probably the second worst status effect in the game, next to Charm. That is bad. Bob's Rotten Head is objectively worse than Mr. Boom. It does more damage to bosses, but I like the utility of the bomb more with less charge. I think that it's better. Which is, you know, it happens. Teleport is ass. I think this item is stinky. It's really bad. It's not a stat up, so it doesn't even, like, beat those. Yum Heart, when you have red hearts, this item is very good. But other than that, I do not like Yum Heart very much. If it spawned a red heart on the ground instead of healing you, it would be amazing. The fact that it heals you directly is what holds it back for me. Luckfoot, it's a luck up and it makes pills better. I mean, luck is not a great stat, but the whole it makes pills better thing is pretty cool. So, Doctor's Remote. I think this is right in between Bob's Rotten Head and Mr. Boom. It's just, you get a epic fetus missile. Cupid's Arrow, Piercing Shots. Piercing Shots, I would argue that I would much rather have this than the Necronomicon. Piercing Shots can be a run winner, because, especially in Repentance with Gehenna, the corrupted Globins, or whatever they're called, this item demolishes them, which is amazing. This next item, I might catch some flack for this, I might not. Maybe everybody agrees, but... excuse me, I'm opening something. Maybe everybody agrees with me, maybe they don't. However, I would argue that Shoop Da Whoop is the best offensive active item in the game. It is pretty much every 2 rooms you fire a single brimstone laser that does 1.5 times your damage, has all your tier effects, and with Book of Virtues is an instant win. I think Shoop Da Whoop is one of the best active. I would actually argue that it is, yeah, it's better than Tammy's Head. It's more universally good than Tammy's Head. Steven, you don't see Steven a lot, but it's actually a pretty fat damage up. I like Steven. Same thing with the Pentagram. You get the Pentagram a lot. I would argue it's better than Steven because while the damage up isn't as fat, you also get double deal chance. Fetus in a Jar is an A tier item. I mean, it's one of those run changers. Magneto is not good. There are trinkets that do what this item does, which is sad. The map with the compass is one of the best items in the game, because that's full mapping, full floor mapping every time. It's pretty much like having the mind bar secret room. This is... oh man. Okay, no. This is Mom's Eye. Mom's Eye is bad. Like, really bad. I would still rather have it than Magneto. But Mom's Eye is bad. You shoot a projectile at the back of your head. Certain items, this can kill you. Lemon Mishap, I mean, it's objectively worse Jug of Lemonade. This, I don't know which fly this is. This is, I think this is Friend Zone, or like Forever Alone. All the flies are pretty good. The red one is the best, in my opinion. So, I mean, you'll go like right here. Book of Shadows is an A tier book. It's right up there with Book of Belial. As far as survivability goes, I mean, other than like Satanic Bible, that's it. Possibly one of the best survivability items in the game. The ladder is bad. Now, the ladder is not bad, but it's an item that stinks of rebirth. Like, back when there weren't a lot of items that gave you flight, which there were, but not as many. This was like pseudo-flight, and it's bad, but if you didn't have flight, ladder was kicking. Charm of the Vampire. Modern Charm of the Vampire is better than, like, It's like bottom B tier. It's a damage up now, and you still get the passive effect of healing every 15 kills, which is good. The battery is very good. This is one of the best battery items in the game. That's just the battery. Steam Sale is an S tier item. This in Repentance got nerfed, but I mean, still that first purchase being 50% off. This is like you get this shit in greed mode. That's a wrap. Anarchist Cookbook. Probably my least used book in the game. It's better than all these active items. The Hourglass is bad. It's just worse Mom's Bra. I would much rather just use Spider Butt. Sister Maggie. Yep. Tech. I would argue that Tech is up here. Because infinite range, piercing shots, and now Tech can arc in different directions depending on where you're pointing, which is really good. Chocolate Milk. I would argue that Chocolate Milk is S tier. Because Tap Fire with Chocolate Milk is pretty much just soy milk with higher damage, and the charge shots do a fuck ton. Chocolate Milk is a very fun item to get. Growth Hormones is objectively better Roid Rage, because it's speed and damage. Mini Mush is speed and range up, I think. It's okay. You can go, like, down here. And also, Heart should be in front of all the health ups, because it's, like, the best health up. Rosary. Rosary gives you burst health at the downside that you're forced to see the Bible at some point during the run. It's still really good, because I think it's like 3 Spirit Hearts, which is a lot of health. Cube of Meat, probably one of the best orbitals in the game. The quarter, 25 cents is 25 cents. You know, that's a whole shop item, and like 2 Spirit Hearts. PhD is very good. X-Ray Specs is also very good. My Little Unicorn, having a 6-room charged Chariot card is pretty good. This item on Bethany is ridiculously good. I think it's up here. Book of Revelations is objectively worse Satanic Bible, but it is still health regeneration, and I would argue that it's better than Raw Liver. Raw Liver is probably like down here. The Mark is a black heart and a damage up, which is pretty good. I'd say it's better. It's like the demonic counterpart to Blood of the Martyr, and I prefer temporary health to permanent health. The Pact is an S tier item, and I do not care what anybody says. Like, if there was an S tier stat up item in the Binding of Isaac, it's Pact. Tears up, damage up, and 2 black hearts. I mean, come on, that's amazing. 9 lives is situationally the best item in the game. On characters like the Lost or the Keeper, it's very good. Or Tainted Lost. You get brought back to life 9 times. Lord of the Pit is better than Transcendence, but it's still one of the worst flight items. It's flight and speed. The Nail. Before Repentance, this would have been the best active item in the game. After Repentance, I think this item is still S tier because every 6 rooms getting a damage up and half a black heart is still really good. But it's not as amazing as it used to be. But I'd still argue that it's one of the best active items in the game. It's, actually, yeah. I would argue that it's one of the best active items in the game. And the pack should be way higher up. There we go. Boom. Okay. We need to go deeper. I never use this item, because skipping floors, unless you're speedrunning, is useless. Deck of Cards is really good if you like using tarot cards. It can be really good. It has the potential to be good. Monstrous Tooth is, like, better than Doctor's Remote. Loki's Horns is better Mom's Eye. It's as bad as Mom's Eye, but it doesn't have the downside of fucking killing you. Or it doesn't have the downside. Like, at least if you're getting hit, it's in all 4 directions, you know? Like, you can clear an entire room with this. So, I mean, it's, like, right here. Little Chub is bad. I do not have high thoughts of Little Chub. This is Spider-Bet. Spider-Bet's actually pretty good, because slowing tears is huge. But in that same breath, Parasitoid is better. So you can go down here, little buddy. You're, like, better than Ladder. Small Rock is great, because it's just the Pact, but without the damage, or without the health up, and with a speed down. I love Small Rock. I think Small Rock's, like, right here. Miner's Hat is not an item that I fuck with that hard. It is not an item that I fuck with that hard. But it's situationally useful. I mean, it's technically mapping. It's better than Yumheart. Super Bandage is very good. I don't like red health, but if I had to take a red health item, it's Super Bandage. Very good. 2 red hearts, 2 blue hearts. Very good health up. Game Kid, I would argue that this is just better Unicorn. Because it's the Unicorn. It's My Little Unicorn, except every time you kill an enemy, you get half a red heart, which is pretty good. Sack of Pennies is okay. It's free money, but, like, it's 1 penny every few rooms. As I said, all the babies are going down here. Actually, you're like C tier. You're one of the better familiars. Little Chad. With Dark Bum, he's great, but by himself, nah. Book of Sin is pretty good. I'd say it's worse than Book of Revelations, but it's still pretty good. The Relic is an S tier item. This is hands down an S tier item. The amount of survivability you get from the Relic is crazy. Little Gish is also pretty good because slowing tears. Same thing with Little Steven because he's homing. The Halo, I mean, it's an all stats up. All stats up are automatically going to be high. Kamikaze should not be this high. I don't know. I was tripping. Same thing with PhD. PhD should not be this high. And then Halo of Flies is very good, but like right there. Or actually after the syringes, like right here. Boom. Okay. Bottle of Pills. Pills in general are a finicky subject. With PhD, this is really good, but like, meh. I'll put it like right there. Common Cold is incredibly good, but you would much rather just have Scorpio. Parasite is an S tier item because with certain, like, it's really good by itself because split tiers are good. And then obviously just having the whole fucking rigmarole is really good. The D6 is like top of A tier, one of the best active items in the game, but I think the Eternal D6 is better. Mr. Mega is like a solid high B tier item. This item is, you don't notice how much damage Mr. Mega makes you do until you have a run centered around bombs. Pinking Shears, this is an S tier active item. I mean like, it's really good. The Pinking Shears do so much damage. Wafer is S tier because, I mean, free survivability. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Money Equals Power is one of the best late game scaling tools. Mom's Contact is freezing tears, which are actually great. Yeah. The Bean. This is a joke active item. There actually might need to be an F tier. Oh wait, no. D tier, and then add a row below. There might actually have to be an F tier, because now that I think about it, there are a few items that are just awful. Guardian Angel isn't great, but it makes your other orbitals better. Demon Baby is probably one of my favorite familiars in the game, unironically. Oh no, the song's ending. I hope we don't get an ad. Hold on. Are we getting an ad? No, good. Okay. Dun dun dun. Alright, Mom's Knife, it doesn't synergize with shit, but it's still an amazing item. Ouija board, spectral tears. There are better items that give you spectral tears. It's like right here. I would much rather have this than slowing tears. 9-volt, quicker charges. It makes your items charge one room faster. This is probably one of the worst battery items, but it's still pretty good. Eve's Dead Bird is bad. It does a lot of damage, but it only really matters against late game bosses, and at that point, it doesn't do that much damage. Brimstone is, in my opinion, an S tier item. I think it's better than Chocolate Milk. Blood Bag, it's 2 red hearts and a speed up, which I'm not a fan of red hearts, but this is actually one of the better red health ups. Skinny Auto Mushroom, this is tears up health up, damage down, but it makes your damage up scale better. I like this item. And then for Flat Odd Mushroom, I would say I could take either of these. I think they're both good, but I prefer Skinny Odd Mushroom. Whore of Babylon can save a run. It can save bad runs. Monster Manual is pretty bad, but post-repentance, the whole you get to keep them between rooms is good. Dead Sea Scrolls is bad. Probably the worst active item in the game. Homing Bombs is forgettable, but it can be very useful. Razor Blade, this item is actually, I'm gonna argue for this item, is a solid top B tier item, because sometimes you have red hearts and you really don't want them, but there's not a blood donation machine or anything, and you don't have IV bag. This gives you a damage up for each red heart that you steal with it, and if you have Whore of Babylon, it synergizes incredibly well. What is this item called? Forget Me Now. Forget Me Now is S tier, in the same way that Clone from Gungeon is S tier. Being able to restart an entire floor, get a whole new item, boss fight item, and potential Devil Dealer Angel Room, that's a lot of... That can save a run. This fly item, this is the blue one, this one's bad. This is the far range one. Tub of Lard, quite possibly the worst health up in the game, if I'm being honest. It gives you, I believe, 2 hearts, and it neuters your speed by 3 points. Losing 0.3 speed for 2 red hearts is ridiculous. The pony's great. The pony's great. Flight and a speed up, and the invincible charge attack are amazing. Bag of Bombs, I'd argue that it's better than Bag of Pennies. Lump of Coal is A tier. Unsung Hero of a lot of runs. That can save a low damage run. Guppy's Paw, it's very good in the same way that Razor Blade's good, except it gives you health. No, right here. Guppy's Tail, you need a run for Guppy's Tail, but Guppy's Tail has potential. It's a potentially good item. I'd much rather have it than all of the items down there. IV Bag is amazing. This goes right next to Razor Blade because it serves the same purpose, except instead of damage for 1 room, you're getting money, which you can spend in a shop. My Best Friend sucks. Same thing with Remote Detonator. These are both very bad items. Stigmata is very good because it got Blood of the Martyr treatment, but it's worse than Blood of the Martyr. It goes like down here. Mom's Purse, 2 trinkets. This is okay. Being able to have 2 trinkets is big, but there are other things that do that. Like, you can just get Belly Button, and you don't have to buy this. Bob's Curse, Poison Bombs. Bomb synergies in general aren't great, but Poison Bombs are pretty good. They're like, solid. Pageant Boy, probably the worst boss fight item in the game, because this can either give you like 7 pennies, or it can give you like 99 cents, depending on what coins drop. Scapular. This item, for the life of me, I cannot remember what it does. I believe this is the one that's like the You Feel Blessed, and I don't remember what the fuck it does. That's a boo-boo on my part, though. I should have known that. For now, I'm gonna leave it an unknown tier, but I'm gonna pull up the wiki in a separate tab. Give me a moment. Also, the soundtrack, love it. Scapular. What does Scapular do? Once per... Okay, this is the... Okay, yeah. So, when you're damaged down to half a red heart, you get a full soul heart once per room. This can save your life, but, like, you need on later floors, it's very hard to get half a red heart. Speedball, this is speed and shot speed, which is probably the worst needle, because shot speed sucks. Bum Friend is garbage. I've never gotten use out of Bum Friend. Guppy's Head is an A tier use item. Prayer Card is a lot of red health. I mean, if you like red health, this is a very good active item. Notched Axe in Repentance is fucking amazing. This thing is great in Repentance. This is Infestation 1. This is the really bad one. I would argue that this is like really bad. Any effect where you have to get hit for it to activate is kind of bad. Ipecac is S tier. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to explain that. Tough Love is A tier. Having crits in a game like Isaac is huge. Mulligan is also A tier because fly production without the Guppy transformation is huge. Tech 2 got buffed. It's not great, but it's a lot better than it was. I would argue that it's a decent item. Quad Shot, I mean, if you like Inner Eye, it's objectively better Inner Eye. Chemical Peel, I'm not crazy about this item, truthfully. Same thing with the Peeper. The Peeper is actually bad. Habit is a game break. This is a game breaking item. This is... Every time you get hit, you get an active item charge. That can break runs. I believe this is Anemia. And if this is Anemia, then this shit is F tier. Anemia is probably one of the worst items in the game. Crystal Ball is an A tier active item. It's objectively better deck of cards. I mean, there's not even like an argument to be made there. It's deck of cards, except it can give you health, it fully reveals the map, and it can also give you tarot cards. Spirit of the Night, probably one of the best flight items in the game, because Spectral Tears and Flight, which is huge. It's like Dead Dove. Crack the Sky, especially new Crack the Sky, is very good. This is a very good active item. Onk, you get revived as Blue Baby. Yay. Celtic Cross, every time you get hit, you have a chance to activate the Polaroid effect. This one is mediocre. That's an okay item. Ghost Baby. Blue Candle is an A tier active item. It's one of the best active items in the game. Cat of Nine Tails, I would argue, is one of the best boss fight items in the game. This is D20. This is very good for greed mode. This is where all the greed mode breaks come in. I would argue it's probably the best active item here. Yeah, I mean, I would argue that your worst Epic Fetus is S tier, because this shit is an instant win. Polyphemus is top of A tier. This is one of the better items in the game. I wouldn't say it's S tier because you can lose a Polyphemus run due to the tiers. Daddy Longlegs is a definitely top of B tier item. This run can carry you if you're struggling to kill bosses. Spider Butt, take Hourglass and Box of Spiders, put them together, you have an objectively better active item. I would actually argue that this is better than the Necronomicon. Sack Dagger is undisputed A tier item. It got nerfed a little bit in Repentance, but I mean, who cares? Miter, this is the one that has a chance to heal you every time you get hit with the Soul Heart. I would say that it's better than Scapular. Better than Scapular. Rainbow Baby, arguably the best baby, because it's every baby. Dad's Key, I don't know the use of Dad's Key, truthfully. Like, the whole opening video, it sounds really cool in concept, but then every time I get Dad's Key, I just don't use it. Stem Cells, it's a health up with a shot speed up, so I would say it's objectively better than all the other health ups, because at least it gives you a stat. This shit is garbage. Gambling Machine is garbage. New Holy Water got buffed. It's actually good now. This is Fate. Fate is Flight and a red heart, or an eternal heart, which is fine. Black Bean, it's the bean, but you get hit. White Pony, wherever Pony is, this is just objectively better Pony. It's actually way better Pony. I would argue that wherever Crack the Sky is, whoa, wait a minute. Wherever Crack the Sky is where this goes, because it's just better Crack the Sky. Sacred Heart, nobody's gonna be mad about this, but Sacred Heart is probably one of the best items in the game. Toothpicks, it's a tears and a shot speed up. It's better than Sad Onion. Oh, oh, where'd my music go? Oh no. Give me a moment, friends. Alright, that little boo-boo's out of the way. Apologies for that. The music paused because I didn't go back to the tab and prove that I was listening to it. But we're back. I'm just gonna have to edit that out, I guess. But yeah, I don't even remember which item we just did. I think it was White Pony or something. Holy Grail is flight and an HP up. It's fate, but better because it's not an Eternal Heart. Dead Dove, I would argue that it's worse than Spirit of the Night because Spirit of the Night looks cooler. Blood Rights used to be broken. Now it is just an okay way to get rid of red hearts. It's the Necronomicon, except you spend health to use it. Guppy's Hairball is bad. Abel is F tier. If there was an F tier familiar, then it's Abel. Super Meat Boy Superfan is one of the better all stats up, actually. 99 Bombs, you know how Boom is okay? Yeah, 99 Bombs is better. $3 bill is very fun. It randomizes your tier effects and like which items you have for tiers. It's pretty fun. I like it. Telepathy for Dummies is probably the worst book in the game. I would argue that it's really bad. Meat, it's a damage up and a health up. The damage up isn't huge, but it's still better than every other health up. I would argue that I'd rather have like this. Yeah. Magic 8 Ball, the fact that this gives you Planetarium chance is huge. So I would argue that it's probably one of the better shot speed ups. It's still not great, but like... Baggie of Pills is F tier. I mean, like, making it so you only get pills for the rest of the run is bad. Squeezy is pretty good. It's a Tears Up with 2 Soul Hearts. Jesus Juice has range and damage. It's not a great damage up, but it's a damage up. Box Stuff is D tier. It gives you like one of everything. It gives you like a coin, a bomb, a key, a tarot card, a pill. It's okay. Mom's Key is really good because it makes chests better. Or not really good, but it's good because it makes chests better, and it gives you 2 keys. Charm is the worst status effect in the game. I would rather have familiars than this. Confusion is another sus status effect, but like I'd rather have. It's a damage up at the end of the day. I would argue this is probably one of the worst damage ups in the game. Yeah, like it's down here with like Chemical Peel. It's one of the worst damage ups. Midas Touch is okay. If you have if you have Isaac's Heart, it's great. Humbling Bundle is one of the best resource gathering things in the game. Fanny Pack is bad because it requires you to get hit, and we don't fuck with items that require you to get hit. Sharp Plug, you get to charge your active items by taking damage. Not the best, but with certain things it can be great. Guillotine, I cannot pick up this item, personally. This item gives me fucking motion sickness. It baffles me. It's actually a great item because it's a Tears and Damage Hub, but I can't use it. I will acknowledge that it's good. I'll put it in like B tier. Ball of Bandages is worse than Cube of Meat because the evolved form of Ball of Bandages is worse. Champion's Belt is really good because it's a damage up and it gives you more champions, and people are like, oh, like that's a downside. Champions give you resources, so I don't know what the fuck they're on about, but that's a lie. Butt Bombs, Necronomicon in bomb form. I think this is really good. Nod Leaf, I'm going to put this at the bottom of S tier, and people are going to disagree with that. However, you can beat Delirium and Hush by putting your controller down and like you know, you're doing a run early in the morning. Put your controller down as long as you have an orbital or like pinking shears. That's it. The game plays itself. No other item in the game does that, where you can literally put the remote down and win. Spider Baby sucks. Getting hit. Spiders are better than flies, so it's better than Infestation. Guppy's Collar never works when you need it to, but it is a Guppy piece, and I would argue that it's better than the Hairball. It's much better than the hairball, actually. It's probably the worst revival in the game. Lost Contact is A tier. This item, if you have any beam, is ridiculous. This is Bloody Lust, I think. Bloody Lust is pretty good. It's pretty good. Go ahead, 100% double deal chance. I mean, that's like undisputedly great as far as passive effects go. Ceremonial Robes is an A tier item. For the same reason I love the Pact, I love this item. However, it doesn't give you a tears up. It's just a damage up and health up. Mom's Wig, random spider generation. I mean, it's just the mulligan. It's the mulligan, but a little bit worse because it's random. Placenta, it's a red heart thing. I mean, it's better than Yum Heart. You can't control it, but it's better. This gives you an empty red heart container, which is baffling. I would say this is probably the worst of the boss fight health ups. Sad Bombs can carry a run. Sad Bombs are quite good, actually. Probably one of the better bombs. Rubber Cement is A tier. Oh no. Oh no. Where'd Rubber Cement go? We lost him. We lost him. Okay, there's Rubber Cement. Rubber Cement, I would argue, I would much rather have it than Ball of Bandages. Anti-Grav, I do not love this item. I think this item stinks. I am not a fan of Anti-Grav. Pyromaniac is S tier, because this shit wins runs. This shit, like, right below Wafer. Cricket's Body is better than the Parasite in almost every way, but it's still really good. Together, they're ridiculous. Gimpy is A tier. This is one of the best survival items in the game. Every time you get hit, you just have a chance to drop health, and every enemy you kill has a chance to drop half a red heart. Black Lotus gives you one of each heart. For a secret room item, it's great. I really like it. Piggy Bank is bad. It can be good, I mean, like with IV Bag, so I'd say it's C tier. You need a synergy to make this work, put it like that. You need a synergy with it. Mom's Perfume. It's a tears up that helps you break the tears cap, so it's like the best mom item. Monstrose Lung. Many people are not going to agree with this, but I think that Monstrose Lung is one of the best items in the game because it's one of the most fun. Abaddon got the fucking bricks knocked off of it in Repentance. This item used to be like, oh my god, I just won, because you get 6 black hearts and a damage up and fear shot and a speed up. Now you get 3 black hearts, and it still takes all your red health. This is still an okay item because you get a lot of stats up from it, but you lose all your red health. When I say all, I mean all of your red health. That shit is kind of bad. Ball of Tar is one of the best worst items in the game. Stopwatch is amazing. Stopwatch is up here. Stopwatch is great. Tiny Planet. I don't see this item very much, and I think Tiny Planet's fine. Infestation 2. Now this is like the mulligan on crack. E. coli is bad. I don't care what anybody says, this item is bad. Death's Touch is an A tier item, because it's piercing shots and damage up. The key pieces, I mean, okay, we actually have to make another tier, because we have to make the story items tier. Because, like, they're not good or bad, they're just necessary. Actually, we should go do that right now. Where are all the story items at? Scroll to the bottom. Oh my god, alright, we're gonna have to drag the... This and then Dad's Note is the last one, if they included Dad's Note, which I don't know if they did. I apologize if one of you can see Dad's Note and I'm just not clicking on it. This fucking ad that's taking up half the screen is making this a fucking hassle. Holy shit, is Dad's Note just not here? It's right there, okay. Okay, boom. Alright. Experimental treatment is my least favorite needle in the game. I think this is probably the worst needle. All the needles are good, though. It's probably the worst one. Contract from Below is better than Humbling Bundle. They do pretty much the same thing, but Infamy is pretty good. It just blocks projectile damage sometimes, which can be very helpful. Trinity Shield is very good, actually. It's a defensive powerhouse. Tech Point 5 is an S tier item. That shit can make your DPS skyrocket. 2020, arguably the best tier multiplier in the game, pre-repentance. I would still much rather have it than NRI, but I would rather have Quad Shot than 2020. Now it lowers your damage. Blue Map, the worst of the mapping items, but knowing where the secret rooms are is situationally good. BFFs is A tier. This is like a bottom of A tier item, and makes familiars worth it. Hive Mind as well goes right with BFFs. Options, this is the boss fight item one. This one is B tier. It's like a solid B tier. BOGO Bombs, I mean, I'm not huge on BOGO Bombs. It gives you a lot of resources, yes, but like, no. Deck of Cards is fine, or like Starter Deck. Starter Deck is bag of pills, but good because tarot cards are just better than pills. Speaking of, Little Baggy. Little Baggy is like D tier. Lucky Scab, it's health and luck. Luck is one of the better effects you can get. I would still prefer the shot speed. Blood Clot, where's a Chemical Peel? It goes right next to Chemical Peel. Screw, wherever Toothpicks is. Yeah, this is just Toothpicks. Hot Bombs, probably the worst bomb. Firemind is pretty good now. It's a pretty good status effect. Missing No is bad. It's a goofy item, but it's bad. Fear and Damage, Dark Matter's okay. Black Candle is A tier, because not having to deal with curses is phenomenal. Proptosis. This item gets forgotten a lot, but Proptosis is great. Missing Page 2 is... it has a use, don't get me wrong, it has a use, but it's not a good use. It makes Necronomicon better. This is definitely a D tier item. Clear Rune? Was this a Repentance item, or was this an Afterbirth item? I could have sworn this was a Repentance item. Clear Rune is really good. Smart Fly is bad. It's like bad. Dry Baby is probably my favorite familiar in the game. Right next to like Orbitals. He's my favorite like following familiar. Juicy Sack is actually pretty good. I would argue it's up here. Robo Baby is fucking F tier. Robo Baby 2 is garbage. Rotten Baby, on the other hand, this is probably my favorite familiar in the game. This and Dry Baby, but Headless Baby is really bad because Creep got buffed, but Leech is pretty useful. Leech is like here. Mystery Sack, it's the best sack in quotation marks because it's every sack, but. BBF, this item can get you killed, but it does decent damage. Bob's Brain, same thing with BBF. They're not great items. Best Bud, I think is what this item is, like Best Bud. This is the one where you get hit, you get like an orbiting fly or something. I don't remember how this one works, but the fly items I'm not crazy about. I'm not crazy about the fly items. Just in general. Little Brimstone is... He's up there. It's one of the better familiars. Isaac's Heart. It doesn't synergize like it used to, but it's still a pretty decent item. Little Haunt is good. He's better than a lot of the other familiars. Dark Bum. This would have been an S tier previously. Dark Bum is now like a high B tier familiar. He got nerfed. Big Fan is, if you have Guardian Angel, he's really good. If not, I mean, like, probably one of the worst orbitals in the game. Sissy Longlegs, she's a spider spawner that charms people. Punching Bag is garbage. Learn to Jump. People are going to crucify me for this one, but Learn to Jump is quite a good item. D100. I would much rather have this than the D4. Put it like that. I do not think very highly of either of these items. However, I would much rather have the D100 than the D4. The D10 is F tier. Blank Card used to be S tier, is now just like bottom A tier. Book of Secrets is bad. I would argue that this is probably the worst book in the game. Where did we put? Yeah, it's bad. Box of Spiders is bad. It got buffed, so yay. Yay, like top of C tier. Red Candle, all the candles are good. And when I say good, I mean like all the candles are really good. Where's Blue Candle? Yeah, it's going with Blue Candle. Jar of Hearts is pretty bad. Flush is okay. I mean, you get to one-shot every enemy in a room. Satanic Bible is S tier. I think this is one of the best books in the game. Krampus's Head. This item has been buffed and nerfed and nerfed and buffed. I would say it's at like it's in a good spot right now. Krampus's Head is okay. Butterbean, or wait, what? Neither of them are great, but Butterbean is the worst bean in the game. Pay to play is Necronomicon, but you have to pay for it, which is technically, I would say, better than Blood Rights. Where's Blood Rights? Right there. It's better than Blood Rights. Converter, technically an S tier item, because on Tainted Judas, you win, the game's over. Outside of Tainted Judas, it's actually not bad. It's Guppy's Paw, just about. Pandora's Box is very good, actually. People don't talk about this item a lot, but Pandora's Box, it's got some kicks to it. Unicorn Stump, I would argue, better than Unicorn Horn, worse than Game Boy or Game Kid. A bunch of the Zodiacs, for some reason, not. Is this all of them? Doesn't look like all of them. Weird. Okay, but Taurus, not great. Aries is also not great, but it's better. Gemini, or Cancer, is pretty good. Cancer, on the other hand, is quite good. Don't take that out of context, please. Leo, I do not like the Stompy effect at all, and I think that's probably the worst way to get it. Virgo is pretty good, because it makes health ups worth more. Libra is probably one of the best Zodiacs in the game. Scorpio is actually my favorite, other than Capricorn. That shit goes right up there. Sagittarius is literally just better Cupid's arrow. Capricorn is an all stats up, and with it being an all stats up, it's worse than the Halo. It's probably the worst all stats up, but it's still an all stats up. Aquarius got the shit buffed out of it. This is probably really good now. And Gemini, I believe. Oh no, this is Pisces. Pisces is not great. It's a tears up. So I mean, we could put it next to like Sad Onion. It's better than Sad Onion because it's tears up and knockback. Eve's Mascara is really good. I think this is really good. I really like Eve's Mascara. Very high damage. Judas's Shadow, probably the best revive in the game. That brings you back as a different character. Then again, it is a revive that brings you back as another character, so not too high up. Maggie's Bow makes health ups worth more, it makes like health drops worth more, not health ups. I hope there's not. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope that there's not an ad. I don't think this is an ad. Alright, the recording crashed again. It really doesn't like how long this video is taken, but whatever. We'll stitch it all together. Don't even worry about it, cuties. Next up is Holy Mantle. Holy Mantle is an S tier item. I mean, that's like undisputable. Strange Attractor is bad. Cursed Eye is pretty good. Mysterious Liquid is amazing. This is an item that not a lot of people talk about, but this item carries. Pisces or Gemini, one of the weaker zodiacs. I'd say it's around like Aries tier. This is Glaucoma or Cain's Other Eye, one of the two. Neither of them are. Oh no, this is Cain's Other Eye. Cain's Other Eye is garbage. Yeah, it's like Abel. That's pretty bad. Blue Baby's only friend is. It's okay. Samson's Ball and Chain is bad. Mongo Baby is one of the better familiars actually, because he can mimic other familiars. Isaac's Tears is bad, like really bad. This is Undefined, I think, or whatever. This item is okay. It teleports you to important rooms, which is mediocre. Scissors, bad. Breath of Life is not great. Polaroid and the Negative are story items. They're both pretty good though. Ludovico Technique is really bad by itself, but is an amazing synergy item. Soy Milk is very good in Repentance. It's very good in Repentance. Godhead, I mean, it's worse than Sacred Heart, but that's not saying much, because a lot of items. Lazarus's Rags, why would you want to get brought back as Lazarus? The mind, the body, and the soul are all good. Well, excluding the body, they're all good. The mind and the soul are very good. The soul is better Rosary, like objectively better Rosary. In almost every way. And the body, it's 3 red hearts, which... I said the 3 or 4 red hearts, which, like, Raw Liver does that. Where did I put Raw Liver? Wasn't it in B tier? Where'd that Raw Liver get off to? Right here. It's better than Raw Liver. Alright, we're almost to Afterbirth items, which means we're starting to thin down a little bit. We're getting into the final stretch here. We're almost done with base game items. Dead Onion is piercing spectral tears, which is actually really good, but it neuters your range a little bit. Broken Stopwatch is okay. Boomerang is bad. Baby Pin or Safety Pin is a black heart and shot speed up. Shot speed ups are not great. Like, at all. They're not great at all. Caffeine Pill is speed up, size down, and a pill, which is actually decent. This, wherever Toothpicks is, it's just better than Sad Onion. Tears Up with a Health Up, I mean, it's better than Sad Onion. Arguably, it's actually better than these two, because it gives you health instead of shot speed. Shot speed is not great. Latchkey, Luck Up, a Spirit Heart, and 2 keys. This is pretty good. Not great. Same thing with this. These go in the same place, because they're just alternatives. Synth Oil is the best syringe, hands down. Range and damage, but it is a fat damage up. And then obviously Dog Treat. Who cares? It's Dog Treat. Or breakfast, or no, this is a snack is what it's called. They're all the same. Here we go. Afterbirth Plus items. Or Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus items. Diplopia is A tier. Because duplicating any item you find is amazing. Placebo can be very good. Wooden Nickel is not great. I mean, if you're the keeper, it's okay. Toxic Shock is a very good item. Toxic Shock is amazing. This is Gigabean? Gigabean's not great, but it's the best bean. I mean, I'd put it up here. I think it's a solid, like, C tier item. Glass Cannon reworked is a very fun item. This is a very fun, very good item. Also, I think Abaddon should be a little higher up. Bomber Boy is pretty good. It's a boss fight clear. Cracker Jacks, it's a health up with a trinket, which I would actually argue makes it the best health up, because trinkets can be game changers. Mom's Pearls, Spirit Heart, range up, luck up. That's a lot of stats. I would say it's better than these two. Car Battery is A tier. This is an amazing battery item. Probably one of the best battery items in the game. Box of Friends is another A tier item. It's very good. Dunce Cap with Ludovico Technique. This is awesome. By itself, it's 2020 that you can't hold or you can't handle. It's B tier. It's B tier. I would rather have it than like Common Cold needs to be higher up. Common Cold is very low. I'd rather have it than like Guillotine. 9 Inch Nails is great. This is a very good item. Succubus or Incubus used to be way better, but I would still argue it's probably one of the best familiars in the game. Fate's Reward is worse Incubus because it doesn't copy your shot speed, it just copies your shots. But in that same breath, it copies your shots. So, Lil Chest. I believe he drops trinkets, which is pretty good. It's okay. It's okay. Angel Baby or Seraphim, whatever he's called. This guy's really good. This is probably one of the best familiars in the game. He's pretty good. He does a lot of damage. The Whitefly is one of the closer range ones. He's okay. They're all gonna go in very similar spots. I don't think very highly of a lot of these items. Scatter Bombs it's a bomb. It synergizes well with other bomb synergies. Sack Bombs, probably one of the better bomb synergies because spawning spiders is good. Epiphoria is bad. Continuum is great. I like the soundtrack. Mr. Dolly has become probably my favorite boss fight item in the game. Tears up, range up, and 3 whole hearts that can be spirit, black, or red hearts. Pretty good. The Curse of the Tower is garbage. Battery Baby, or Battery Buddy, whatever his name is really good. I like Battery Buddy. Deadeye is really good, because it's literally just a damage up for hitting your shots. Holy Light is an A tier item. Holy Light is probably one of the best tier effects in the game. Oh my god. There we go. Probably one of the best tier effects in the game. Host Hat is another A tier item. It's worse Pyromaniac, but it's Pyromaniac with a chance to deflect projectiles as well. It's Pyromaniac and Infamy fused together. It's pretty good. But it doesn't heal you. It does make you invincible though, so it'll go into S tier. I mean, like, being immune to explosions is huge. Restock, A tier. You're noticing a pattern here, or at least I hope you guys are noticing the pattern of, like, Afterbirth items being better overall than base game items. Because there were a lot of bad items in base Isaac. Okay. I don't know why I scrolled that far down. Bursting Sack is Skatole, but for spiders, it's actually pretty good. Number 2 is Garbage. Pupula Duplex is a pretty good passive effect. I'd rather have Continuum than it, but... Pay to Play. Replaces all keys with penny slots. This is okay. Eden's Blessing is an A tier item. The stats it gives you is okay, but you start your next run with a free item, which is amazing. The Friend Ball, it's actually shockingly good. I like this active item a lot. It's shockingly good. Tier Detonator is not great. Um, Lil Gertie is bad. Bumbo is very good. I think Bumbo is one of the better familiars in this game. D12 is bad. Rerolling rocks is fucking useless. Sensor is really good because I believe this is the one that slows all the enemies that come into your vicinity. Very good. Key Bum, I'm not a fan of the beggars, and Key Beggar is not one of the good ones. Rune Bag is my favorite bag. Runes are always useful. Seraphim. Wait a minute. Who was the other one then? Who was the other faceless baby that I just saw? Oh fuck, where did I put Seraphim? Oh shit, where did I put the Seraphim? You're not an F tier, buddy. You're... Wait, who... What are you? What is this one? Hold on. I'm gonna consult the wiki real quick. So, that's Seraphim. The blue one is Seraphim. I don't know what he is. I don't... Huh. Hold on, I don't know who that is. Give me a moment. This doesn't happen very often. I'm just going to scroll through the wiki really quick. Wow, I've never been this baffled by, like... Because it's not, what's it called? It's a different angel baby. And honestly, I don't know which angel baby it is. I apologize for this, by the way. This is super unprofessional of me to be scrolling through this, but, like, I'm, like, genuinely baffled about which fucking familiar this is. Because, like... Sworn Protector. Okay. He deflects bullets and deals contact damage. I don't know if I've ever seen Sworn Protector. You're probably okay, buddy. You're like down here. I'm sorry about that. That was fucking baffling. Betrayal is garbage. Zodiac is decent because the Zodiac's Serpent's Kiss. We're gonna start rolling through this now. Serpent's Kiss is very good. We're gonna start. Marked is very fun. I think this item gets a lot of shit for no reason. Tech X is S tier. This item is probably one of the best items in the game, even after nerf. Ventricle Razor is one of the better active items in this game. It's really good. Tractor Beam is okay. This is like a low B tier item. God's Flesh is meh. Maw of the Void used to be one of the best items in the game. I would say it's a C tier item now. Spear of Destiny is garbage. Explosivo is really good now. Chaos, I mean... I would argue that this item's S tier. I would argue that Chaos is S tier. Spider Mod, virtually useless. It's pretty much just GB Bug, except it works on its own. Farting Baby is ass. GB Bug, yeah, they both go together. Spider Mod is just cool to see health bars. D8, probably the worst die in the game. This and D10. But it's not as bad. Purity is very good. This is an A tier item. A Thame is not very good because it got nerfed in the same way Maw of the Void did. Empty Vessel is really good. Empty Vessel is a very good passive item. Evil Eye is okay. It's not great. Evil Eye is not great. Lusty Blood is A tier. This is a very good item. Cambion and Immaculate Conception are both like B tier, and I think they go right next to each other. Familiars aren't great, but being able to spawn familiars for just taking damage or picking up health is actually a really good. They're free familiars. Extra choice in the item room. This is okay. Crown of Light is S tier because it's the best damage multiplier in the game. Not better than Sacred Heart. I would actually argue that Sacred Heart's like up here. Something like that. Deep Pockets lets you pick up more coins, which is actually pretty good with money equals power. Succubus is A tier. This is one of the best familiars in the game, if not the best familiar in the game. Fruitcake. Fruitcake is pretty much $3 bill, conceptually. Like they're kind of the same, except this one is random tier effects rather than random tier. Whatever the fuck. I'm trying to remember what it is. One of them's like random tier. Oh, it's like random tiers and then random tier effects. Where is $3 bill? It's right there. I would say it's better than $3 bill. Teleport 2.0. Being able to teleport to rooms you haven't been to is actually pretty strong. Black Powder is bad. Same thing with Kidney Bean. I would rather have Kidney Bean than fucking... There we go. Glowing Hourglass is Game Breaker, and it's actually a pretty decent item. Ring of Light, or Circle of Protection, is A tier. One of the best defensive items in the game, hands down. Okay, we're almost to Repentance. We're almost done here, boys. Sackhead is pretty good. I like Sackhead. Nightlight, this item's okay. I think Nightlight's pretty good. This is Fanatic or whatever, like Obsessed Fan, not very good. Minecrafter, I'd rather have this than Remote Detonator. PJs are amazing. Probably one of the better boss fight items. Three blue hearts and it full heals you. Head of the Keeper, if you really need money, it's good. Papa Fly is bad. Multi-Dimensional Baby is okay. Glitter Bombs are also, like, okay. Probably one of the worst bombs in the game, if I'm being truthful. Yeah, I would say it's... My Shadow is garbage. Jar of Flies is pretty good. It has potential. Little Loki's bad. I would still much rather have Little Loki than Brother Bobby. Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie are going into F tier. Like, they are just unabashedly, and Harlequin Baby. Like, these are just three awful familiars. At least Spectral Baby shoots through walls, and Rainbow Baby can, like, do like status effects, and Little Loki shoots in 4 directions, but, like, Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie are identical, and then Harlequin Baby, you have to go out of your way to make his shots hit, and they don't even do good damage. Milk is ass, because you have to get hit, but the stat up is pretty good. D7, the D7 is like the reroll rewards one. This one's okay. Binky, it's Squeezy, it's just worse Squeezy. So wherever Squeezy is, this is going where Squeezy is. It's going right below Squeezy, actually. Mom's Box is incredible. The whole double trinket effect thing is really good. Kidney Stone is very good. I would argue that Kidney Stone is somewhere up here. Mega is S tier. I mean, you can clear entire floors with this item with one use. So, I mean... Dark Prince's Crown is bad. I don't know what they were thinking with that item. Apple is pretty good. It's pretty much just tough love. It's tough love, but with the tears up. Pencil is also really good because it gives you like a monstrous lung attack every 15 shots. Wolf Tooth, damage up, and it howls whenever there's a secret room. This is okay. for a passive item. Dead Tooth, bad. Bad. Linger Bean is bad. Shard of Glass is... That shit can kill you. That shit's awful. Lead Plate is... It just, like, I've never... This is Eye of Greed. Eye of Greed is okay. Eye of Greed is okay. I like Eye of Greed. Tarot Cloth is very good. Double Tarot card effects is very good. Varicose Veins... You get a Tammy's headshot whenever you take damage. The fact that you have to take damage holds it back, to me, personally. Brittle... Or wait, no. This is Compound Fracture, correct? Yeah, because that's Brittle Bones. Alright. Compound Fracture is very good. This is like Parasite tier. Yeah, this is up there with like the Parasite. It's a very good item. Polydactyly, it's better than Starter Deck, because it's literally just better Starter Deck. Dad's Coin is bad. Luck and Range are not good stats. Another generic health up. It's Health, trademark. Conehead, same thing with Metal Plate. Don't really understand what this item is supposed to do. Where did I put Metal Plate? Where did I put Metal Plate? What the fuck? Whatever. I could have sworn, is it not in... I could have sworn it was in... Oh, it's right there. Okay. Hold on, where... There's Metal Plate. Where's Conehead? Because I know I just put Conehead in fucking... Right here. These two items are virtually the same. Belly Button! You get to hold 2 trinkets, except you don't have to buy it because it's a boss fight item, so I'd say it's better than Mom's Purse. Dun, dun. Where's Mom's Purse? Also, by the way, if you're wondering, I keep, like, putting soundtracks in the background and, like, not saying what they are, so I'm gonna start putting them in the description. Sinus Infection is... This is an S tier item. This is probably one of... Or an A tier item. This is one of, if not the best tier effect in the game. The booger tiers are ridiculous. Glaucoma sucks. Parasitoid is awesome. This is another amazing tier effect. Slowing tears that spawn spiders and flies. Eye of Belial, this is another very good tier effect. Acid. Corrosive acid, I think. I don't remember. It's just got, it's something acid. This is pretty good. Glyph of Balance. Does this not just give you 1 soul heart? Let me fact check that. I'm pretty sure, like, what does Glyph of Balance even do? +2 soul hearts? I'm pretty sure they changed it in Repentance. It gives you better champion drops. Okay. It's still not great. Analog Stick. It lets you shoot your tears in any direction. I think this is better than Tractor Beam. By a little bit. Contagion can be very good if you do enough damage, but Contagion's not great. It's pretty good. The Finger is bad, but, like, not the worst. It's better than all the Mom items. Shade is bad. Shade is, like, my shadow. Depression is actually... Depression's pretty good. Where's Aquarius? It's like Aquarius, but slightly worse. Hushy is garbage. Same thing with Little Monstro. I do not think very highly of familiars, because a lot of the familiars in this game are just bad. King Baby sucks. I don't know why they put King Baby here. Big Chubby is also bad. Broken Glass Cannon, I mean, it's F tier, it doesn't do anything. Plan C insta-kills every boss in the game. So I would argue that this is, like, up here. but you need, you know, either an extra life or... The D1 is... This is an S tier active item if there was one. Because, like, duplicating anything that's on the ground is really strong. Void is very good. There's no way around that. Void is a very good active item. Pause is okay. Smelter is very good, because making trinkets permanent is a very good effect. Compost is okay. Compost is okay. Data Miner sucks. I've never gotten use out of Data Miner. Clicker changes your character, which is cool. Whoa, I said over here. Mama Mega is actually pretty good now. This is Wait What. Wait What is an amazing active item. Crooked, it's a luck thing. I'm gonna put it in B tier because it's heavily luck based, but it can be very good. Dull Razor is A tier. Everything I love about the Razor, well, not everything. Everything I love about, or everything about items that require damage. Potato Peeler, this goes next to Razor. This is a more permanent Razor blade. Metronome, I don't know what this does. I'm pretty sure it gives you like a random item for one room, but I don't really dig that. D Infinity is S tier because it's every dice item. This is Eden's Soul. This is also S tier because it's like 2 free items. Acid Baby sucks because pills suck. Yo Listen, it's a look up and it gives you secret rooms, crawl spaces, and tinted rocks, so it's actually decent. Adrenaline sucks. This is the worst syringe, hands down. Jacob's Ladder, on the other hand, amazing item, one of the best tier effects. Same thing with the next 2 items, Ghost Pepper and Euthanasia, both very good items. Ghost Pepper is actually S tier. Ghost Pepper and Bird's Eye are both S tier. These are probably the S tier tier effects if I had to pick them. Euthanasia literally just insta-kills things. I mean, like, what that's really good. It literally just insta-kills things. Camo Undies, yeah. Duality is very good. You get to choose between Angel and Devil Deals, which is pretty cool. Eucharist, it's Goat's Head, but for Angel Deals, so wherever Goat's Head is where this goes. But better, because Angel Rooms are better. Greed's Gullet and Sack of Sacks. Sack of Sacks is moderately good. And then Greed's Gullet is the more coins you have, the more health you have, which can be good. Zit, this is bad, like it's slowing creep, but Little Horn, they reworked it and it's still very good. All the tier effects in this game are pretty great. Brown Nugget is not great. Pokey Go is not great. Backstabber sucks. Bloody Straw is bad, but it's funny. Mom's Razor sucks. It sucks in the same way that Betrayal sucks. Bloodshot Eye sucks. This is Little Delirium, I think. Little Delirium is very good, because he can be multiple familiars. Angry Fly is actually really good. Black Hole, pretty good active item. Pretty good active item. Bozo is like meh. Broken Modem, I don't understand the use of this item. Present is pretty good, because it just gives you one item from whatever pool you're in, which is pretty good. Sprinkler is very good, because it's your tiers. Oh, the song's ending. I hope there's no ad. Okay, good. The tonal shift is great. Fast bombs are meh. Meh. Very okay. Bunny in a Box. The familiars from Bunny in a Box are fucking awesome. Because some of them are really good. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, that was Delirious that I picked up. This is Little Delirious. I mean, they're both actually really good. But Delirious is better. Jumper cables. These are pretty good. Coupon is very good because on Keeper and Tainted Keeper, it instant wins. Telekinesis is bad. Moving Box has some jank to it that's really cool. Tech Zero is great. It got nerfed, but it's still pretty good. Leprosy stinks. Seven Seals stinks. Mr. Me is alright. Angelic Prism is fun. Oh my god. Pop. This item is weird. I don't see the use of Pop. Death's List can be good, but it's a lot of work. Hemalocria is up here. It's rolling with the big dogs. Lacrophagy is meh. Trisagion is very good. Trisagion is very, very good. Book Bag, or School Bag. Having 2 active items is very good. Oh, we're almost there, boys. Blanket. Getting free Holy Mantle whenever you walk into the boss room is pretty good. Sacrificial Altar, you need familiars for this to work, but if you don't want the familiars, then it's great. Little Spewer is the best creep familiar in the game. I would argue that Little Spewer's good. Marbles, whenever you get hit, you have a chance to swallow your trinket. This is... Okay, I felt something crawling on my arm, but I guess not. Oh wait, no, there is something. Whoa, what are you? That's an ant. Alright, I don't care. Okay, anyway. Oh fuck, wait. No, no. What were we talking about? No! 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 I didn't even see what the fuck I was grabbing, no. The fucking ant distracted me. Well, wherever that item is, that's where it's gonna stay. The surprise egg is not good. Skipping Stone is okay. This item's not great, but like, it's a tier effect. Marrow, Bone Heart, and Bone Hearts are pretty solid. Slipped Rib sucks. Hollowed Grounds is okay. The poop that it drops is very strong, but you have to get hit for it. Pointy Rib sucks. Book of the Dead is probably one of the best books in the game. In my opinion, this is definitely one of the best books in the game. This is up there with the big boy books. Dad's Ring is pretty good. Very good defensive item. Divorce Papers, Tears Up, and Bone Hearts. This is better than Marrow by a long shot because it's a Tears Up. I would argue that... Fucking ant crawling on my phone. Get out of here. Go. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fucking... No. No. Yeah, you better run. Pussy. Alright, anyway. Oh shit. This one was not bone marrow. This was divorce papers. Oh no, where did I put the divorce papers? Where did I put divorce papers? Oh shit. I don't think, because I actually think divorce papers are pretty good. Right here. I think divorce papers are pretty good. The jawbone is just boomerang, but it's not an active item. So like, eh. Brittle bones sucks. And then these are story. Well, not really story items, but like technically a story item. Now we're in repentance, so this is the final stretch, kids. Alright, McCurry Mycosis is very good. I would say this is just better contagion. Too spooky for me. Meh. Fear is an overrated effect. Golden Razor is great. Golden Razor is very good. Sulfur. I mean, I would say that this is a really good use item, because Brimstone every 2 rooms is quite good. Fortune Cookie, it's a fortune machine, so sometimes you get blue hearts, but other than that, it's not good. Eyesore is my favorite tier duplicator. I would prefer it to Charm of the Vampire. 120 volt. This item does a lot of damage, but I don't think it's great in any regard. Like it's a very run-of-the-mill item. I don't remember what this item's called, but it's the one that gives you like a big tears up when you take damage. This one's alright. You have to take damage for it, but the effect that it gives you is actually decent. Almond milk. You guys like soy milk? Because this is just soy milk, but extra fun. I like this item more than soy milk. Rock Bottom. This instantly became one of the best items in the game. Being able to not have your stats get lowered is kind of crazy. Nancy Bomb. This is random bombs. Technically, wherever the highest rated bomb effect is, that's where this goes, because it's technically every bomb. Bar Soap. It's a tears up and a shot speed up, so, I mean, toothpicks, you know? Same shit. Blood Puppy. No, Abel, you're staying down here. Blood Puppy's not great. I had a run with Blood Puppy. It's very hard to manage and not very good. Dreamcatcher, very interesting premise for an item, but not very good. Pascal Candle, or Paschal Candle, tears up every time you complete a room without taking damage. I mean, that's a very good effect, because if you're not taking damage, which, you know, you typically aren't. This is the shield. This is the double tap shield, like Divine Intervention. This one's pretty good. I like this item quite a bit. Blood Rites, or Blood Oath, is also pretty good. You get rid of all your red hearts at the beginning of the floor for a damage and a speed up. Play-Doh Cookie, random colored tears. It's pretty fun. Again, this is very similar to like $3 bill or fruit cake or something of that nature. Now I gotta fucking scan through all this to try to find. Oh god. It's not low, I don't think. I don't think I had $3 bill or fruitcake that low. There we go. I think it's better than both of them. Orphan sucks. I believe this makes it so you can't take damage to like spikes or something. Like ground hazards can't hurt you. Let me just double check that. Orphan sucks. Isaac. Because I'm pretty sure it's like you can't take damage. Yep, spikes and creep. Alright. This item is very good. 2 soul hearts and you're immune to creep and spikes, which is very good. I keep forgetting with the glyph of the occult or some shit. This is one of my new favorite items. I would say that this is probably a very good item. Immaculate Heart is S tier because Immaculate Heart what the fuck? Oh no. There we go. Immaculate Heart is S tier. I wouldn't say it's nearly as good as Sacred Heart, but it's very good. Monstrance. If you get this shit with Spirit Sword or on like Tainted Maggie, a character has to play the up close game. Monstrance fucks. This is a very good item. That makes your DPS up close skyrocket. The Intruder, or the Invader, or whatever his name is. Spider Dude, that gives you slowing shots. Very good, actually. Very good passive effect. Dirty Mind, probably one of the best familiar spawning items in the game. Damocles. Pete, you either love or hate Damocles. I love Damocles. Double items, as long as you don't take damage. This is just better Lemon Party, and Lemon Party is actually decent, so... Spirit Sword, if there was an item that said instant win, that's it. Red Key, one of the most fun items in the game, and also, I would argue, probably the best active item in the game, because you get to play entirely different floors. Sci-Fly, unabashedly, one of the best items in the game. Like, defensively. This shit is a run winner, like, in the same regard as, like, Spirit Sword is. Wavy Cap sucks. It's a funny item, but it's not good. Rocket in a jar of rockets. Your bombs turn into rockets. It's okay. Not my favorite bomb effect. Book of Virtues is S tier because wisps are very fun. One of the best books in the game. Alabaster Box is really good. This is what? The Stairway? The Stairway is fucking amazing. The Angel Room Shop is really good. This is the part that's gonna start getting weird because I don't know these symbols by heart. So give me a moment. The planetarium. I just have to look at the items that spawn because I know what they are, but I don't know what they look like. Like I know what they do. Soul. That's Sol, that's Luna, that's Mercurius, that's Venus. I think that's Terra, Mars. I don't know what the rest of them are, so. But Sol is the one that whenever you fucking beat the boss, or it shows you where the boss room is, and then when you beat the boss, it charges your active item and gives you a damage boost. This one's all the planetarium items are good, like they're B tier at least. Luna is the one where more secret rooms spawn, and if you go to them, you get a tears up, which is actually really good. Mercurius is S tier. I don't care what anybody says. The ability to run through an entire floor in 10 seconds is kind of crazy. Venus sucks. This is the worst, hands down. And I'm willing to say, like, down here. Terra, on the other hand, Terra's very good. Your tears have more knockback, they do more damage, and they can break obstacles. Mars is the dash. It's really janky, but it's so fun. That one's good. This is, let's look at the wiki. Saturnus, this is the orbiting tears. This one's okay. It's probably one of the worst ones. Uranus, this one's really good. Being able to freeze enemies. And then Pluto is the last one. Or not. Maybe not. Wait a minute, what? What are those? Oh boy. One of these is Jupiter. This one's Pluto. Pluto's the one that makes you really small. Which is actually really good, because it makes it that projectiles go over your head. Which is really good. Jupiter's the one that looks like a fucked up 4. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. This one, Jupiter. This is the fart one. Yeah, this one's actually not that good. Terra, yup, already got that. Luna, already got that. Sol, already got that. Neptunus is the trident, correct? Yes. This one's really good, because this is the one that lets you use like a fucking minigun. That one's really good. And then this one's Uranus, or Uranus. Which one's the H then? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with star signs. I haven't... The one that looks like a fucked up H. Which one's that? Oh, Saturnus. Yeah, Saturnus is not that good. This is one of the weaker ones, in my opinion. This one's pretty bad. Okay. That's all the planetarium items. The Voodoo Head, more curse rooms. I mean, nah. Eye drops, I don't like this item. I don't know what... Active Contrition makes it so you can take angel rooms and stuff. Active Contrition's actually pretty good. I like Active Contrition. Members card is very good because you get like a black market shop. Battery pack, it gives you a lot of batteries. I mean, it's okay. Mom's bracelet, it's cool picking up rocks, but it's not good. The scooper is bad. This is Ephemeral Rift or whatever, or Ocular Rift. This shit is really good. This shit is really good. This is a really good tier effect. Boiled Baby is bad. Freezer Baby, on the other hand, is quite good. Because the freeze status effect is great. This is the Eternal D6, which I think is just objectively better than the D6. It's my favorite active item in the game. The Birdcage is really good, because he does a lot of damage. But he also doesn't activate that often. Larynx, the Yell is very strong. Does a lot of damage, it can kill projectiles. Lost Soul, you protect him and he can give you like items or spirit hearts. Again, kind of like Pascal Candle for me. I feel like this is a very Pascal Candle scenario. Blood Bombs. This is a really bad bomb effect. The little fart guy. I don't remember what his name is, but he just farts. Bird's Eye is right next to Ghost Pepper. They're both very good. Lodestone is also very good. And it does that cute thing when you shoot dogma with it and it makes the TV start going all wavy. That's pretty cool. Rotten Tomato is one of my new favorite items in this game. I really like Rotten Tomato. Birthright, if it worked on every character, it would be S tier. But for now, it's just high A tier because it doesn't work on every character. But the effects it does give are quite good. Red Stew, meh. It's a B tier item. For the floor, for the 3 minutes you get the damage up, it's amazing. Genesis is S tier. This shit can save a garbage run. Bloody Key. Bloody Key is actually pretty good. I like Bloody Key quite a bit. Booster pack. You get like 4 tarot or like 4 or 6 tarot cards or some shit. Meh. It's okay. Mega Mush. It's like Mega. It's really good. I really like Mega Mush. Death Certificate. I would say unabashedly, yeah, this is probably the best item in the game. As for my favorite item, it's probably Spirit Sword. I don't think... Botfly is very good. He's literally just worse Sci-Fly, but that's not saying much because Sci-Fly is fucking broken. Oh, fuck. Where did we drop Botfly? Oh, fuck. Where did we drop Botfly? No. Where's Botfly? Where did Botfly go? Oh, no. I keep accidentally hitting the scroll wheel while I'm scrolling up. Where's Botfly? I don't know where he went, but Botfly was gonna be, he was gonna be A tier. Oh man. I'm blind as shit too. So like, this sucks. Alright, we'll look for Botfly later. The fucking meat cleaver is not that good. It's an interesting item, but it's not great. The Evil Eye Charm is pretty good. I actually like Evil Eye Charm quite a bit. Is this Dogma? That's either Dogma item. I believe, is that not Dogma? Oh no, Dogma's the little staticky cross. I actually don't know what this is. This is you're gonna have to forgive me, I don't know the names of all. Oh, there's Botfly, he's an F tier. This is the one that explodes. This is Purgatory. That's his name, Purgatory. Purgatory's okay, he's not great. I don't love him. Where's Botfly? He was down here. Right here. Boom, you are going to the big leagues. Because you were very good. Another thing you might notice is a lot of the Repentance items are very good. Stitches is very good. Stitches is great. Really, really good active item. R-Key. If Death Certificate wasn't the best item in the game, then it would be R-Key. You restart an entire run with unlocks still available to you. Knockout drops is fun, but it's not great. Eraser, it's gimmicky. Eraser's not great, but you can get rid of one type of enemies for the rest of the run. Yuck Heart. This is funny, but I don't like Rotten Hearts, period. The Urn, the fucking Soul Urn. This thing is awesome. I think it's really cool. Akeldama or Akeldama, this shit is ass. Magic Skin, A tier. It's a risk-reward item. You get a free item, but you also... This is Revelation, I think. This is the Holy Brimstone. This is probably one of the best new items that got added. Consolation Prize is... This is like a C tier item. It's an okay item. Tiny Toma is bad. Tiny Toma's bad. Brimstone bombs are very good. This is probably the best bomb in the game. So wherever the highest ranked bomb is, this goes right next to it. This actually might be the only bomb in A tier because this shit is really good. Brimstone bombs are awesome. 4.5 volt makes certain items broken. So we're taking that. I don't know what that is. This is Fruity Plum. Fruity Plum is meh. The Plum Flute, however, is like a low B tier item. It's quite good. Star of Bethlehem, if you get everything to work out, it's very good. Freezer Baby, or Frozen Baby. I like kicking the cube around. Vade Retro, you can blow up corpses like Nuclear Throne. Cute reference, not a great item though. Or not a super good item, but it's an okay item. Fake PhD is really good, because you can trade, like, stats for health or damage. Spin to Win is my favorite new use item, other than Red Key. Spin to Win is very good. This is, like, fucking Clogged Artery or something? I don't know what this is. This is Giant Cell. This is the one that lets you spawn the little dudes. They're cute. I like this item. This is... the eye drops. This is pretty bad, because it's just tier size, which is actually really bad. This is the one that makes it so that you can teleport at the beginning of the floor. This one's really good. I like that item a lot. The Quince. The Quince is probably one of my favorite new items. I love the Quince. Very good. Spawn familiars every time you kill an enemy. Tooth and Nail is actually kind of busted. Free invincibility every 4 seconds is pretty cool. I like Tooth and Nail a lot. This is like Binge Eater or whatever. Every time you pick up a health up, you get like a damage up. This one's pretty good. It makes the other health ups worth getting. Guppy's Eye is A tier. This is a very good item. Being able to know what's inside a chest without opening it is very useful. Strawman. I'm not a huge fan of Strawman, but it's useful. Sausage, the only true all stats up in the game. It's got to be A tier, right? Because it's the only real all stats up. This is options question mark. This item stinks. I do not like options question mark. Candy Heart is awesome. Same thing with Soul Locket. This is probably one of the best items in the game, along with Soul Locket. We're just gonna put Soul Locket up there because we already have it. These two items, I would argue that Soul Locket is objectively better. This is Pound of Flesh. Pound of Flesh is meh. This is Redemption. This is the one where, like, if you refuse a devil deal, you get like a tears up or something. This one's okay. This is an okay item. Spirit Shackle. When you die, you come back as a ghost. It's like fucking Borderlands Down but Not Out. The Second Wind. This item is really cool. That's a very good item. I don't know what that is. This is Crow's Heart. You take red heart damage before... Or is this Broken Heart or Empty Heart or whatever? No, that's Broken Heart. Yeah. Wait, I don't know what you are, actually. This is the one... This is like out-of-body experience or whatever. This is like when you get hit, you turn into a ghost. Like, time freezes. This one's cool. This is Vanish... Wait. No, that's not Vanishing Twin. This is Vanishing Twin. Vanishing Twin is really cool, and it's actually pretty good. Because fighting double bosses and getting double rewards is really cool. This is Little Abaddon. I'm not crazy about him. This is Montezuma's Revenge. Montezuma's Revenge is bussin'. Glitched Crown is cool, but it's not good. I don't like Glitched Crown. Keeper's Kin. You blow up rocks, you get spiders. That's like a solid, like, B tier item. I know we're going out of order, but I'm actually starting to not recognize some of these items. Bone Spurs. This is like whenever you kill the enemy, they drop to bone chunks that can damage other enemies. This one is mediocre. Worm Buddy, like the little worm friend. This guy is actually really good because he holds people down. Friend Finder. Friend Finder is really good. Like, really good, because being able to control certain enemies is actually really strong. Little Void I'm not crazy about. I don't think he's that good. I don't know what you are. Don't know what you are. Actually, I should just go through and whatever I don't know. I don't know what you are. 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 I don't know what... That's Bag of Crafting. Okay, I know what the rest of these are then. Jar of Wisps is pretty cool. Wisps are useful. Inner Child is really good, because as I said, it's one of the only revives. It's just better Dead Cat, in my opinion. I know they serve two different... The Sacred Orb is S tier. This, like, Orb of Light, Sacred Orb, whatever the fuck it's called, this shit is amazing. All the items you get are gonna... I don't know what this is either. Bloody Gust, Tears and Speed? Yeah. Yeah, that one's really good. Salvation is very good as well. Twisted Pair is better than Incubus, and Incubus is already an amazing familiar. Azazel's Horn is pretty good, because it's the Mega Blast one. I think. I'm pretty sure. Echo Chamber. This item is broken. There's genuine talk about nerfing this item. This item is broken. Esau Jr. This item is weird, but it's moderately cool. It's pretty good too, because it's the whole you get to turn into somebody else with a speed up. Berserk. Yeah, you guys know where this is going. I love that shit. Dark Arts is very strong. Abyss, I'm not crazy about Abyss. Yay, another normal fucking health up. Stapler, it's a damage up and it turns you into like Kane. It's a damage up. I mean, it's okay. Bag of Crafting is fun, but since it's only on one character, I mean, like, it's not really a good item, because it's this whole gimmick. Suplex, this is another broken item. You can one-shot every boss in the game with this. So, yeah. Flip, I don't know why Flip is on this list. Can you get Flip as other characters? Regardless, Flip isn't good. Flip is ass, actually. Lemageddon, on the other hand, is fucking amazing. Sumptorium is also great. You get to make a whole little army of U's. This is Recall. I mean, like, yeah, it's good for Tainted Forgotten, who's the only character who can get it. Same thing with the Jar, only Tainted Blue Baby can get this and it's good for him, but I wouldn't really say it's a great item. Like, they're gonna go into B tier, but I don't know what this is. This is the Everything Jar. This thing is really good, because it can do a lot of shit. TM Trainer is bad. It's goofy, but it's bad. Animasola is really good, as far as use items go. Spin Down Dice is S tier. This is... oh man, I mean, you get so much control over your run with Spin Down Dice. I know what this item is, but I don't remember what it does. That's like hypercoagulation. Irritable Bowel Syndrome sucks. Hemoptysis, on the other hand, is very good. Ghost Bombs is really good. You get like little purgatory guys when you throw bombs. This is a really good bomb effect. Where's Brimstone Bombs? That's a really good bomb effect. Gello, I love Gello. Or Jello, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I love him. He's fun to use and he's really good. And finally, the final item, fucking Decap Attack. This item is broken too. It's fucking awesome. There we go. That's every item in Isaac ranked, at least my opinions on every item in the game. I will firmly say, looking at this bottom tier, I don't think there are going to be many points of contention down here. I don't think anybody would consider any of these items to be particularly great. The most argument I see is probably like Curse of the Tower, maybe? Or like the bum? Key bum? And then like D tier, these are like the items that have a use, but they're not great. Yeah, this is my tier list. We'll do like a slow scroll from the top, so you get to see. But I do in fact think Death Certificate is the best item in the game. A tier, my favorite use item is the Eternal D6 because I think it's really good. Damocles is a very good item that requires a bit of work to use properly. I love the little dudes from Giant Cell. I think that item is awesome. Flip is bad, but, you know, it has its use. And then IBS, these are all the bad items. And then story items. I don't know what these items are. I haven't seen these yet, so we'll get there when we get there. But in the meantime, yeah, that's my Binding of Isaac tier list. This video is going to be long as hell, so I appreciate you guys sticking through. If you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe, dislike it if you dislike it. This is me, Nothing Exploded Bloodily, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!